Hey, what's up, everyone? I want to talk about some of the Oscar speeches, particularly Joaquin Phoenix's speech. A lot of these celebrities are jumping on the bandwagon and talking about how we're ruining this world. Now, yes, it is a fact that we're not helping this world. Fracking, putting our wastewater down into this world, putting our waste into this down into this world, and polluting the planet doesn't help at all. They putting our pollutants into the water. I mean, many of the fish receive our plastics and get caught in them. The microplastics kill a lot of the animals and manipulate the genetics. But here you have Joaquin Phoenix getting up there when they're supposed to just be an actor, an entertainer, and then they utilize their platform for a political purpose. Some of them, many of them, even calling for the death of this president and his administration and entire group of Republicans or entire group of whomever or voters or anyone. Not necessarily this time him, but people like Robert De Niro, cough cough, calling for those types of actions. Yet on one side speaking with a forked tongue and talking of peace and love, but yet at the same time calling for the death and murder of countless amounts of individuals. But first, I'd like to know what the heck these people are talking about. They say that the cow did not ask for us to use her milk that was intended. The cows that I see being milked do not look like they're in pain. They don't look like they're suffering. They call for everyone to take milk off of the market, remove dairy products, stop cheese, stop milk, stop all dairy products, because we are exploiting the cows. These animal rights activists, these people, say we're exploiting the cows, we're exploiting the goats, we're exploiting these animals and dominating over them instead of living side by side in kumbaya. So we're just gonna let the animals just reign and rule over, and we're just gonna what are they gonna do with all the cows? Just have them in a museum? Kind of like Mama said, we're just leave them in a museum. This is what a cow was, and but yet they killed 10,000 camels in Australia a while back. The government decided to have snipers kill 10,000 camels because they were taking up too much water. Why not mention that, Mr. Phoenix, Joaquin Phoenix? But they are great actors and performers, entertainers, which is exactly what they are. They're there to entertain, not to control people's mind. But please, 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 tell me, what do they mean by stating? You'll hear people say, go vegan, go vegetarian, and if you are vegetarian, if you're vegan, that's fine, that's perfectly fine. But as a person who a lot of people feel very weak and start feeling really bad, beans don't give them enough protein in and of themselves, and they start feeling really, really nauseated and weak and don't have enough nutrients when they don't have some sort of protein from meat. Humans are just like, look at the wolves, look at coyotes, look at lions, look at tigers, look at bears, look at other species of animals. What's a cat going to do? What's a dog going to do? What is anything going to do to survive? They eat another species. And guess what? At the zoo or in the wild, they have 8 gazelles lying around for the lions to eat on. They kill the gazelles to give the lions. Are they going to say anything about that? Because those lions are eating meat, which is natural to them because they're carnivores. They're carnivorous. Now, humans are herbivores and carnivores. Omnivore. We eat multiple different types of foods. I know the biblical text, they also state don't eat shellfish in the book of Leviticus. I know that, but we love shellfish too. We love shrimp. We love scallops, whichever you want to call them. I myself do as well. Shrimp linguine, scallops. We love crab and lobster and all these things humans love. And we eat fish. They ate fish in the biblical days, though. That's not shellfish, but still. My point is, these people get up there and state that we're exploiting nature by dominating over it. Yes, we dominate over it because, well, look at biblical text and states humans are meant to dominate over the land. Yes, we're going to live someday, at some point, but it's not happening right now. We're going to live side by side with nature. Just like it says, the lion, the lamb, the wolf, the lamb, everything, whichever way we remember, all the ways we remember it, it's just changed, but still, it does state both in there, I guess, now, for somehow or other. I see it in different places, I think. And it says a child shall lead them. That verse is symbolic of the fact stating that after the reign of Jesus Christ, after the reign of the Lord, what's going to happen is that it's going to be so peaceful that a lion shall lie with a lamb, the wolf with the cows, the wolf, or something like that. Carnivorous animals we see now will lie down with other animals and be side by side with them, and a child will lead them. That's how innocent, sweet, and kind they'll be. Everything will go back apparently to eating plants during that time, but that time is not here right now. Now, a lot of us do feel we are in the age of Aquarius, and I feel that as well. We are in the age of Aquarius. We feel it's something that I can't even begin to convey. I can't fathom it fully. I can't convey it to you. I cannot begin to fully explain what I have felt during my awakening process and when it started. Now, the pain and suffering that I felt when it started as well was unfathomable, and I cannot even convey it to you at all. It would not be anywhere near enough. But what are they talking about when they say, eat vegetables, it's good for the planet, ditch beef, ditch meat, it's good for the planet? How is it so great for the planet? What is so, well, they're saying our farts, that our human flatulence is going to, sorry, I'm stuttering, flatulence is going to pollute this world. And they also, people like Alexander Ocasio-Cortez said, cow flatulence causes global warming, climate change, pollution, and causes the climate to change. The climate's changing naturally. The weather's been crazy. 2018 it was crazy, the weather. 2019 it was crazy. This year it's gotten even crazier. It gets crazier every year. And that's just a part of the natural cycle that, yeah, we haven't helped a bit by polluting, by putting things out into the waters and messing with this earth. And it says in biblical text that God shall also destroy those who destroy the earth and harm those who harm the earth, because those who harm this world, the Native American Indians had it right about of saying you're supposed to protect this world. And that there'll come the time we're in right now, that humans just disregard Mother Nature, and they just don't treat this earth right. And we're not treating our home right. No, it's not being treated right. But what are they talking about when they're stating that we're taking cows away from... I mean, this has happened for thousands of years. I'm sorry, folks, but yes, it's just the sad nature of things. They do take cows to slaughterhouses, and it's sad to think about. I think they've come up with a more humane way of doing it now, but still... I really would not take cows across country like that altogether in this trailer of trucks like they do now. I mean, like they still do. That does seem a little bit, I don't know, just... In China a while back, they actually killed dogs and served them and you seen them hanging up, and they said they actually tortured the dog so they would release a hormone, because that chemical released in the endorphins made the meat taste better. And they do that with many species of meat. And they do that in China. So why aren't they complaining about that? But seriously, what is it going to do? How is it going to save this world to stop eating meat? How is it going to go green? They said it's good for you and it's good for the planet to eat vegetables. I'm like, good for you and good for the planet. When I eat too many vegetables, I don't know about you, but I crap over a 10-rail fence. That's what they used to say a long time ago. Not 10-rail, 10-foot fence, whatever they used to say. I don't know. The old saying goes. Something like that. I mean, when I eat too many vegetables, I'm like spinach especially, I'm like, yeah, going. I already have enough irritable bowel issues myself. But I wanted to talk about the fact that they state we are exploiting these animals, so we're taking their milk and turning it into cheese. They're saying we're not supposed to take a cow's milk. People have used cow's milk and goat's milk, made cheese and made milk for cereal. He said we put their milk in our cereal and we're not supposed to do that. We should be genetically artificially making milk, genetically artificially making meat, make fake meat, and make all of these things in a lab. That's what they want to do. Please tell me how it is a problem. Where is he getting that it's a problem to take a cow's milk and we distribute? Yes, we have to genetically speed up the process because there would not be enough milk for all the billions of people in this world today. There wouldn't be enough cheese. There wouldn't be enough dairy products out there to sustain. Yes, there are a lot of people in this world. They got to kill lots of chickens. They have to kill lots of cows, and they have to put out lots of dairy products, and it's an unbelievable amount of dairy products and eggs and things that they put out. It is unbelievable, the amount that they put out. But how's it going to save the planet to stop drinking milk? To stop, which I can hardly drink milk anyway because of my allergies, and I have to take Mucinex because milk congests me. That's just how I am. I love it, but it congests me. I love a milkshake, but it congests me. I love ice cream. I love dairy products, but they congest me. Sometimes chocolate even congests me. Milk has also hurt my kidneys in the past, which is weird, but it has. My grandmother had that problem too. My great grandmother on my mama's side, my granny's mama. But please, honest to goodness, please tell me what they're talking about, how it's being green to go to not eat meat, how it's saving this world to not eat meat and to not use dairy products like milk and cheese. Please, milk and cheese and all of that we've done for millennia. We've done for ever how long humans have done this, but this is what he was saying.
I think that we've become very disconnected from the natural world, and many of us, what we're guilty of is an egocentric worldview, the belief that we're the center of the universe.
Now, part of that's true. There's a huge, but they're egotistical, believe me.
To the natural world and we plunder it for its resources. We feel entitled to artificially inseminate a cow, and when she gives birth, we steal her baby.
I mean, they've done that for a long time. They made veal, which I don't really like the thoughts of veal. Never ate it. Baby cow. They've done this. They've done these things. And they are on a massive scale. We have to have billions of chickens. It has to be artificially created because there's billions of these animals being processed all the time. But why all of a sudden do they act like that it's the worst that it's ever been? And how does it save this world to go vegan, vegetarian? How is it so green? How is it so... Well, I understand if it's green if you're eating vegetables, but like salad. And I like salads. Don't get me wrong. I love salads too. I love salad. And yes, we do have a lot of meat and things. We have ham and chicken and turkey and beef and all of this, but I don't understand why they're making such a big deal out of this now. Maybe there's some kind of a huge consciousness shift happening right now, but I think things are just out of place. Something is just something. They're jumping on our awakening thing that we had, and they are turning it into their own agenda.
Even though her cries of anguish are unmistakable, and then we take her milk that's intended for a calf, and we put it in our coffee and our cereal.
He's talking about how we take the milk from the cow that's intended for the calf, and then we make the calf into veal, and then we take the cow and put the milk that was intended for the child and put it in our coffee and as creamer and put it in our cereal But did they mention? And they also said, like Pete Buttigieg and all those people stated, that I believe it's a woman's right to choose, and that late-term abortion should be allowed. President Trump also talked about late-term abortion. They talk about killing of murdering animals being wrong. They talk about how that it's wrong for us to be eating meat and using the milk for dairy products of the cows. Well, yet at the same time, speaking with a forked tongue, because they're condemning one thing, murder in one sense of animals, but then they are condoning abortion, late-term abortion. They supported late-term abortion in New York City a couple of years ago. Many, many children, I'm talking many, were pulled from the mother's womb. After they were born, they were pulled out, the umbilical cord was cut. The mother said, kill it, kill it. They took it into the other room, child crying, killed it, murdered it, stabbed it, destroyed it, done away with it, and used that fetus, used that born baby, crying, killed it, and then used them for medical purposes, to make the celebrities look younger, the rich look younger, for purposes of looking youthful. And they also use the stem cell research, which you can also use from your own genetics, by the way. You can take from one part of your body and use it now without having to use fetuses, without having to use children, babies. But they choose to use the babies after they're born, kill them, and then use their genetics for medical purposes. But they're not going to complain about that because they make millions off of that. Well, they're making billions off of these animals too. I'm surprised they're not condoning that, but they're condemning they're condemning the murder of animals, while at the same time condoning the murder, late-term abortion of children. Does that make any sense?
And I think we fear the idea of personal change because we think that we have to sacrifice something to give something up. But human beings at our best are so inventive and creative and ingenious. And I think that when we use love and compassion as our guiding principles, we can create, develop, and implement systems of change that are beneficial to all sentient beings and to the environment. Now,
but yet late-term abortion's okay. This just makes no sense. Can you please tell me how it's going green, saving the planet, by doing that, not eating meat, and by not using dairy products? How is that saving this planet? And second of all, how can they get up there and say doing that is wrong, but then in the same forked tongue condone late-term abortion and support it? Peace. Signing out.